You need to stick in the right lane. You need to keep on the right lane, so we've got the left too.
Okay.
And then we'll have to try and tweak this floor. Maybe if we just come straight up like that. And then curve it.
You might be able to snap it straight onto this piece.
That's better. Wow, this track runs awfully close to this rock. Can you do crossroads? Do you know what? I don't even know if you can... Ooh. Look at that. I'm disappointed by that. I'm expecting like a thunk. Thunk. That'd be much cooler. And if you can actually see it like physically moving something on the track. Because let's face it, no amount of switching is going to actually make a train go that way. I mean, look at these big hunks of metal in the middle. There's just no way on earth. How can a train suddenly mystically go that way? If it's on... Is it on wheels? Like, how does it work? That's so weird. Magnets? Is it a maglev? Well, anyway, you can create a branch. What can trains do that belts can't? That's a good question. At this stage, I don't know. Listen to the footsteps. They sound like really echoey, which doesn't fit with where I am. They can carry different products. Can't a belt carry any product though? Provide thrill and entertainment. Well, that's true. This is going to need to be completely redone. Because train station here is not going to fit.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
How do you move like all the items of a certain type from your inventory to your storage and vice versa?
Trying to figure that out all night.
Because I thought it was like control, but it's not. Oh, control drag. What the heck? That's so not intuitive. No, control click doesn't work, but control drag does. That's so bizarre. Have I got a massive, there we go, menu on the screen? Okay. Okay. Apparently they can't be removed. I don't know why we can't get rid of that. Oh, what? 25 cables short? Are you serious? Now, the only problem with this is that I'm never ever going to be able to load it, am I? Train stations are in the wrong direction. No, don't build on this yet. When you say they're in the wrong direction, I don't think they are, but they're wrong for what I need. You need to turn it around or you will get coal in. Okay, am I missing something? According to that, the train is going out that way. Is that not what I want? Yeah, I've got arrows, but what are the arrows telling me? The direction of the train? Which is what I want, that way, right? There are 3 arrows on it. I literally can't see 3 arrows, I can only see 1 arrow.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
It's a freight platform. It won't let me load in that way. I don't know if that's right or not. It's because the storage is in the way. See if I can get stuff in and out of it. Is that going to work, do you think? We'll just have to try it, pups, and see what happens.
Indeed.
I have no clue if this is going to work. You have to like can't afford. Have you got any steel pipes? Can I has?
Yeah.
Why have you left a gap here?
Because I'm trying to join them.
Need about 29. Oh, fine. How complete is the track?
Late.
Huh?
It's all done.
Do you want to jump on the platform? Let's go. Jump on the back.
Let's go. I hope it can get up this hill.
Whoa, that's a sharp turn. We're actually going backwards. Whoa! That's a gap in it. Oh no, it's not. Just the way it's drawn it. See, better than dovetail transom.
Yep.
Look at the side of the engine, all these like weird colours coming out the engine. It's like a roller coaster. Oof. That's quite a hard stop on the landmass at the back there.
Yep.
Interesting.
That set of
Timetable.
wheels is not even on the tracks.
Insert choo-choo name. I don't know. Pizza stop. Sten stop. I gave it an... okay. What does that do? Next stop, Sten stop,
I'm
and back to
guessing we're
pizza.
going to need storage containers on the back of these.
Well, They're the freight things. Why is that not working? You need to move the train to the station. It's in the station. Except the station's at the back though. So how can this be in the station if it's a shuttle? Isn't this what we discussed earlier?
Am I the only one that's confused?
Well, you need a loco at each end. Dude, we had this conversation. The advice was you don't need 2 locos. That's exactly what was said. And quite obviously you do need 2 locos. Oh my god. I don't understand how people could have played the game. Wait, why is that going on its own now? That's a bit weird.
I thought you was driving.
No. All I did was move it out the station and now it's just gone. It's on...
I can stop it if you want.
No, I want to see what it does. It's on a timetable. Yeah, there's a guy in chat, I don't know who it was, just going, yep, you don't need 2 locos, it'll work as a shuttle. And like, either he has no idea and he completely guessed, or he's never played the game and he completely guessed, because if he had, he wouldn't say that. Relocate the modules. As in what? Reverse these. Let's see what it does when it comes back. I suppose in theory, you could put freight station. Is it going to come back, do you think?
I hope so. Let me grab one of these and I'll go and keep it on it.
Well, you can see it on the map, maybe. Or not. How come you can see where the truck is, but you can't see where the train is?
You can. It's in the top corner. It says locomotive.
Dude, that looks like it's completely nowhere near us. You can actually see it pulling in next to the coal deposit. It's coming to a halt, I think. You need 1 to make it go on a loop and 2 to make it go backwards and forwards. I'm not convinced. Because I'm wondering if we reverse these, will it still work? Because in theory, as long as the loco is able to stop in the station bit, it shouldn't matter, should it? So if the station bit was here, when it comes backwards in, it will stop here. So I'm reckoning it'll work, but we'll need to wait for it to come back. If indeed it's going to come back. Kind of looks like it's not moving.
Yeah, I'm on my way there now.
Let me know if it doesn't move, because if it doesn't move, I'm going to dismantle this and rebuild it.
Okay.
SND Victor, thank you for 14 months. Just got back in to say hi and resub. Thank you, SND. Speedy, thanks for the amazing content. I hope all is well with you and the family. Doing well, Speedy, thank you. Beat up 21. T-Val 38. Enjoying the streams. Sean, welcome back. Rate Arsenal 25. Yeah, trains are in now. It's not moving, is it?
No, it's
Okay, I'm going to dismantle this. Must be so you have to put the train platform down, fair enough. It's the big downside of being first person is it's very hard to line something up. That's not right. Which way was the arrow pointing then? Towards us. Okay. So okay, that's weird. Right, what do you see down there now?
The train's still not moving.
Right, if you edit the train station, call it coal pickup.
Okay.
I don't think the train turns around centigrade, but we're kind of going to figure it out.
Done it.
Unable to reach stop. It says it can't reach the stop now.
I've also noticed that arrows on this train station are facing the wrong way.
The arrow was pointing back.
For me, they're facing towards the forest and not back at the track.
That's so weird. Can you get in the train and just move out the platform then?
Yeah.
I'm on my way. How can putting a loop at each end possibly make it cheaper? You're building more track to put a loop in. The cheapest method is a shuttle. If you only want one train, it's the cheapest method. Unless this thing supports passing loops, which I don't know if it does. But right now, I'm just trying to get a shuttle to work with one loco. If I put two locos on there, it's probably going to work. But I'm trying to work out what's possible. Maybe the arrow should be the direction the train enters the station. Again, Donut, there's zero documentation, so I just don't know. I'm kind of assuming it's the direction you want the train to go, but who knows? In theory, no, you don't need two locos. In practice, who knows? There's no reason why a train can't just reverse. The only reason to have 2 locos is so the driver can see where he's going. But let's face it, if it's automated, it doesn't matter. Train station will only accept the incoming train from one direction. The train can depart from the station into any direction. The train station will only accept the train from one direction. The train can depart from the station in any direction. Right, okay. So the arrow then must be the direction the train's coming in, and not the direction you want the train to go out. No, it doesn't contradict itself. It's saying that the train has to come in one way, but it can go out either way. That's what it's saying. Which implies the arrow is the direction of the train coming in. Which means we got this wrong, because the arrow was originally pointing... Yeah, you see how the arrow's pointing that way? Yeah, so this can't be right. Let's try again. So you have to put the station down first. There's an arrow on it there. So if the arrow's pointing towards me, let me just have a look at this. The arrow's pointing towards me, that means the arrows point that way. So there's that. Does that mean that's the train, the direction the train's going to go? Or the train's the way it's going to come in? I don't know. That's the way it's going to come in. Are you absolutely sure, Aki? Or are you guessing? Have you done this before? If you turn them around, they're not going to turn around. The arrow is the way the train travels. But the wiki said it can go either way. That's what's...
I'm so confused.
It's really not helping having these stupid uncuttable trees that keep messing about with the placement.
Can't you cut them with the chainsaw?
Nope.
Okay.
I walk up to the chainsaw and then there's no interaction on it. Whiteland, I have no idea what that sentence means. See, the problem is if we put it that way, the loading is at the other side. The really stupid thing about this is that you have to put your train station down first, and your station dictates the direction of things, which then dictates what side everything's loaded on. So if you want to load it on the other side, you can't. You literally can't do it. Because if I put this down now, like, if I can actually make it put it down, but if I put it down now like that, then now when you look at this, you can see the arrows are pointing back. But when I go to put down a freight platform now, if I spin it round, it won't place. So it has to go that way, and now the loading's by the rock.
Yeah.
So it's just not possible to load it this way anymore.
They've made it way too difficult. What about if we destroy these storage containers so we have a bit more space to
I'm
work?
thinking we just build it up here and then just pipe stuff up to it.
That's probably the easiest one.
There's no such thing as having the freight platform on the wrong side, Thunderwolf. Like, if I'm building a platform, train platform, I know exactly what side I want my freight to load, don't I? It's the side where it's being produced, so I want my loading on this side. You can't do it unless you have the station pointing one particular direction, which is just silly. On Reddit, it sounded like the shuttle doesn't work, but I'm getting info from third hand. It can. I mean, it does sound like you basically can't have a shuttle without a loop. That's what it sounds like, just because of the way they've done it. Like you can't just drive in and reverse out. You can't just shuttle between the two. And by the sound of it, even with two locals, you can't shuttle between the two. What you actually have to do is send the train through in one direction only and then loop it back. Like you have to do that. In which case the station implies the direction of travel. And then you must loop it back. You have no choice. There's no shuttle without a loop, basically. Therefore, there's no shuttle. And why they've done that, I don't know. So you basically have to decide on the direction of travel, which is what I've... We're going to have to redo the station back there because we're going to have to loop out the back, and we can't where it is.
Okay. So
It's on a YouTuber that did a shuttle with 2 locomotives.
Also, if you need more concrete, let me know, because I have to run on the way back to the base.
Okay, explain how to do it without the loop then. See, if I do it like this, it's going to have to load in from the other side. Because when I put a freight platform down, it has to go that way, which means it has to be loaded on this side. So the train can go that way. It's a restrictive design, that's for sure. Any concrete?
I'm gonna have to drive back to the base and grab some. I'll grab a loan.
I wonder if they...
Is it just concrete we need?
Yeah, that's what I definitely need.
Okay.
So what it's saying is when the loco pulls up here, it has to go that way. So I'm thinking when the train comes in this way, There's a few cables as well, but a lot of concrete.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you go train, freight, train. And you do that on both sides. And then you set it up with 2 locos and it should work. I'm thinking that's how it's going to work. It's stupid the way they've done it, but I'm thinking that's the way it has to be. And then we've got to pipe all that coal up into this thing. And we can't load on this side. We have to load on this side. Have to load on that side. It's track load station. No, it's not. Because if we want the train to go this way, according to the way this works, we have to have the train station in that orientation. We have to. We have no choice. The only way we can reverse this is to have have it pointing that way, and if that's the case, we're going to have to loop. Yeah? We're going to have to loop back. If we want to do a raw shuttle, we're going to have to put 2 stations in. If we want to loop, we can carry through and go back around. Hey, Muffins. You will need 1 station, at least that's what I saw YouTuber do. Okay, did he use 1 loco or 2 locos? The train can move out against the arrow but can't drive in to the station against the arrow. Right, you see, so if he used 2 locos, then he must have had 2 stations, surely. But you're saying he used 2 locos and 1 station. Oh my god. Why have they made it so bizarre like this? What, like, it doesn't tell you what the arrow means. That's the frustrating thing. Right. So if that train came into here now, it would stop here. Can it just reverse back, or does it need another loco on the other end to pull it back? What, Dre? 3 locos? Eh? It needs a loco to go backwards. A loco, or it needs a second loco. It needs a second loco to go the way. And yet, when you drive it manually, it can reverse, right? Got any concrete?
How much would you like?
Probably do for now, thank you.
No problem.
See, my point is, when that train comes into here, this loco, which brought it here, is now in the station. If you want the other loco to drive it back, you're going to need another train station here. You must do. Otherwise, that other loco is going to be hanging off the end of here, and it's not going to be recognized by the code, right? It's just not going to know what it's doing because it's not in a station. Well, it's not just a stop marker centigrade. It's more than that because it has restrictions on the train coming in. There's empty station bits. Yeah, there is. There is an empty platform. It says when you need to create some empty space. That's all it says. It's just empty space. You need a station at your B point facing the reverse. This is what I've been saying all along. 2 locos and 2 stations at each end. But people are saying you don't. No, you don't need another station. Only incoming is needed. So Maniac Killer, do you need 2 locos or 1? You watch the video again. 1 station, 2 locos on either end. Right. 1 loco on either end, you mean? It says unable to reach next stop. Is there nothing you can put on the end here to stop this thing from going flying? Yeah, but it's already derailed by then. That's weird. You get in?
Yeah, I'll jump on that.
Catmandos, thank you for your support. Welcome to the house. SCJ's double top 40 months, thank you. That's what I'm going to try, centigrade. Flippin' heck, how long does it take to stop this thing? Yikes. That was a bit scary. Almost fits. Right. So we want a, let's see. It doesn't really matter which way we do this now because we've got a local on each end. So the train has to come in. Floor too steep. You having a giraffe? What? So the train comes in that way, so the arrow goes that way, yeah? Agreed? So then the freight platform goes off the back of that. Push it back, push it back. Not this way, not this way, not this way, not this way. Hit the space bar brakes. Space bar brakes.
I'm freaking, I've got no control. I can't even get out.
It's got no power now.
I can dismantle it and just keep it on me.
The station's not powered. Would love to know why it suddenly decided to go forward then. Whoa, 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 what do you keep doing?
What's it doing?
It's like going into some automated mode.
Has it kept the timetable even though you dismantled it?
I want to build an empty platform at the end, but the moment I jump out, it just drives. Are you able to build an... Do you want to try and jump into this?
Yeah, I'll jump in the other end, put it up.
And just, when you jump in, just hold the space key.
I'm in.
Oh my god. I need 3 modular frames, that's what's broken.
Heavy. They heavy frames or normal ones?
Yeah,
I've got heavy ones on me.
yeah, heavy. Go on, I'm in. Don't need 2 stations, Intimidator. Need 2 locos. This is the debate we've been having for the last 20 minutes. Where did you put it?
Just in front of the train.
Okay, you can jump out. Oh, now it doesn't move. Of course, now it just sits there. Timetable. Delete, delete. Add, add. Like, it literally doesn't want to move now. Am I going to have to create this again? Sob. What?
What's
I disassemble that? What?
It's gone. I'll chase it.
Dude. These trains in this game are just the most random thing.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Like, I literally couldn't make it move, but when I got out to try and disassemble it, it went, oh yeah, I can just go now. But I couldn't make it move manually.
I saw you dismantle the front one, and then I was just saw it disappear. I was like, what's going on?
Welcome back, Nutter.
I give 7 months, Italy. You watch, it'll come flying back in a minute.
I wouldn't put it past it, to be honest.
Nah, I'm gonna disassemble it and rebuild the whole train. Oh my god. Right, I'm not driving it. Let's see what it does. Thing is, we've not even built like any of the connecting resources.
We still don't have a train.
Tickets, please. Wow, it slows down proper early. I don't know, we're going to get to the cargo in a minute. It comes in so slowly into the station. I'm going to see if it automatically goes back. Oh, it's going. It's going. It's shuttling.
Bad time.
There you go. It works. They said it couldn't be done. They said you needed a loop.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Are you still at the other station?
No, I'm above you.
Okay.
I just had to drive back because the train left without me.
Right, we need to get the so that's unload. So we need to connect the right-hand side ones. There's two of them. I don't really know why there's two.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Let's build this. Take us 10 minutes, then we can finish.
Yep.
Let's bring them on to like industrial storage for now, I guess.
Okay.
Can you build any high density industrial storage?
No, I've got no beams.
Okay, are you getting some?
Yeah, I'm gonna go and make some quick.
You need some paracetamol after that.
$50 should be in it, should.
I'd hope so. Right, so if we just dump things into storage for now, just to see it all working.
Yeah.
We've got 2 ins and 2 outs. I don't know how much you carried, so we'll have to see. What kind of belt do you think?
I can't imagine it coming out in fast.
Mark 3 then?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
You need to go and plumb the coal in at the other end.
Yeah, I'm just making sure we don't leave without having the necessary materials.
I've got 600 concrete, 400, no, over 1,000 iron steel beams for Mark III.
You have to change the platform for loading or unloading. Oh my god. Like a glove. Yeah, if we build, I've got enough to build 2 of them double stack things.
Okay.
So we'll pump into that and then pump them into the station.
Yeah,
And it's got a
sounds good.
buffer. Yeah, it's almost like my summer car. Ripco, thank you for the host, sir. Hope you're well. Robber here. Well, Rob is. I don't know about Rob. Thank you, Ripco. I would take the train BSG, but the train's going the wrong way, mate. I could just sit down there and wait for the train. Or I could just catch it one on the way back. Puppy!
I'm jumping on fail.
Where are you? Oh, there you are.
Hey.
Just got to get all that coal up here.
I've got no iron rods.
What do you need iron rods for?
To make the poles to go up. And then we can run it up the hill and then across.
Or power pole?
No, for their conveyors.
Are you kidding me, game? I don't have enough to do with these. What a scumbag. Have you got any encased industrial beams on you?
No, I gave you all I had.
Okay. Did the game improve, Rob? Well, they've put trains in it, so... But they do work in a rather funky way.
Is it going in top or bottom, Paul?
Well, yes. Doesn't really matter. We'll just run a test.
Okay.
Right, how do you set it to be a load or an unload? Must be this. There we go. Unload, load. So this is a load. It's gonna load the first car, what do you mean? They're both on load, aren't they? The default to load, what I need to do is get ahead of the train and set them to unload. All aboard, pups?
I'm aboard.
Oh boy. That's one way of loading a train.
Yep.
Okay then. Depends how much stuff it's moving. I mean, trains are meant for long distance, aren't they? What's with the air brakes?
Slopes down.
Oh, yes.
I know, it's like, yeah, like half a mile before. Oliver Reg, thank you for 200 bits, sir. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Both should be set to unload.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, that's the inventory. I mean, this is all very interesting, but does it then empty that into there and then put it back? What, so every time it moves cargo, it generates another... That doesn't make any sense. Like, when it gets to the other end now, it's got to generate 2 more containers. So you just end up with infinite container movement. Hey? Okay, well, it's working anyway.
Indeed.
It's a bit weird the way it works. Well,
Yeah.
no, it's very weird the way it works, but we got it working. Game
Got
logic.
it working eventually.
Jeez, man.
It needs to come with an instruction manual.
You're not kidding. Took ages getting that working.
Yep.
Try and get a bird's eye view when it comes back. I wonder how full it will be when it comes back.
I'm not sure because the belt is too fast for the miner.
Can you paint anything, I wonder? You can.
We going for pink then?
Pink train! Are we going for pink? Of course we're going for pink. It's pink and white. Thank you, Fire by Trial. Oh, look at that. The pink station. Wait for the pink train and we'll squirt it.
It's a masterpiece.
Factorio, you could set the schedule of the train waits until it's full. Dude, you can set it to like 25, 50%, 75%. Like, you can do all that stuff. But I guess this is the first kind of cut on the train, so maybe they'll add that. I don't know. Is it on its way back yet? It's coming. It's coming. That looks so
Get ready
weird.
to
It should
paint
draw the
it
line.
pink.
See how much stuff it unloads. Squirrel graffiti. Can you paint the track? I don't think so. I've only got 1 shot on the gun. No. Gun's empty. Wait, I can't even paint the train. That sucks.
Right, let's
Wait.
take it all apart.
There's only 1 box of stuff.
Is it all going into one side of the...
It looks that way.
I think we've got some balancing out to do next time.
Yeah, oh, it's only temporary. Press the Z key, bro. I brought a few hundred coal. Fun. I know, I run out of paints. I haven't got any more on me. Right, peeps. Extra hour. We'll leave it there. Thank you for watching. Hope you had fun. It was interesting trying to figure out the trains. I mean, flipping heck. They're way more complicated than they should be, but we got them working in the end. I'm pretty impressive looking, though. Once they're built, they actually look pretty impressive. I mean, that actually looks really good. I'm impressed by the modelling. You're welcome, Aki. Listen, I'm not going to be here tomorrow, sadly. I'm taking Mrs. Squirrel out, so me and the missus are going to have a day. So I shall be back on Sunday at 1 o'clock. Hope you can join me then. Thank you, Pupsters.
No problem.
Thank you to Pups for playing, and for all the mods for splendidly modding. I know I've run a bit late, but I'm not here tomorrow, so I need to make up for it. Right, I'm back tomorrow, Sunday at 1, so I hope you can join me then. I think there's a video going out tomorrow, or was it today? I can't remember. Maybe it's today. Anyway, have a great Saturday. I'll miss you all. Hope you miss me. And I'll see you all on Sunday at 1. Take it easy, guys. Love you all. Good night.